Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Why do we want to give you gifts, yo? Why, Jabbari? Give me a break. What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, man, I got a good show ready for you guys. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. This podcast is meant to cheer you up, get you over the hump day, get you to the Thursday, Friday so we can get ready for the weekend. The holidays are coming up. Y'all know the deal, man. Get your earpods charged up. Get your headphones on. Yo, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Just get ready because I'm about to start the show. Let's go. Jeffery Epstein, a federal court judge, orders the unsealing of court documents in the Jeffery Epstein case, exposing, listen to this, 180 names. Yo, if you guys don't remember who Jeffery Epstein is, man, I can't even tell you. You need to Google that. Yo, Jeffery Epstein was wild back in the day. They said him and his girlfriend or wife were soliciting underage girls, having sex with them. He has like an abundance of charges. Rape allegations, sexual allegations, underage allegations. Like, you cannot, like, this is one of the most charged men in the world for this. He had islands, he had, Hollywood elites, Donald Trump, billionaires, millionaires, athletes, sports players. Like, there were so many people around this man. And it was just a crazy, crazy time. And for those of you who don't remember, they brought a case against him. He committed suicide in jail. I think it was a few years ago. Now the unsealing of these names that were in the court case, because there's some civil trial going on, is getting ready to potentially expose some of the Hollywood elites that have been protected because the court cases were sealed. Like, there is no telling whose name is going to be in there. Of course, everybody knows that Donald Trump's name will be in there because him and Jeffrey were like homies. And we'll see if this is going to have an effect on Trump during the presidential election, which by now we know that, Trump is a Teflon Don. Nothing is going to affect him. But, if anything could affect him, it could be some details in the Jeffery Epstein case. I mean, Bill Clinton was in there. I mean, this guy had every single, powerful person in America, in Europe. He had kings and queens and dukes and duchesses. Like, do yourself a favor and Google Jeffery Epstein if you do not remember the name. It's a mesmerizing case. And everybody has been waiting to see, what names could be involved, what athletes' names, what actors' names, like I said, Hollywood elite producers, production houses. Like, anyways, we could be starting off 2024 with like a bombshell of names that of the likes that we have never seen before. So this is like big news. So, anyways. Shout out to the judge, man, for unsealing the names of the case. I can't wait to see whose names are in there. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are back in the news. They are sharing the cover of Sports News magazine as Athletes of the Year. For those of you who don't remember who Angel and Kathleen are, they are the two basketball players. Angel played for LSU. I don't remember who Kathleen played for. Sorry. Got to do better reporting, Trent. Anyways, they were in the finals, and that this was the time when Angel was pointing to her finger in the fourth quarter, like, yo, give us our championship ring. And everybody said it was distasteful, and then how she was rude, and it was unsportsmanlike. And then people went, like the next day, people went into archives and found out how Kathleen used to do that too. And that's the reason why Angel was pointing to her finger, was to get back at Kathleen. So when this championship was going on, when those finals were going on, these two were in the media, and everybody was picking sides. I was on Angel Reese's side, support black women all the time. Anyway, so they're back in the news now because this sports, what's it called? Sports News magazine has put them on the cover. I'm going to put up a picture for those of you who are on YouTube. This is the cover of the magazine. For those of you who can't see it, it's a split face. Like there's half Kathleen's face and half Angel's face putting together as one face with like a slit down the middle. And it says Athlete of the Year and then an S with Athletes of the Year. It's like, anyways, there's a huge big like debate online of who should be on the cover, and they shouldn't have split it. And of course, not just because I'm Team Angel, but Angel won the championship. You know what I mean? Like, we're only talking about Kathleen. Yes, she's a superstar female basketball player, not taking anything away from her, but she lost to her in the finals. Like this, they would never do this. Like, it's only because of the controversy why they're putting her on the cover, and they're doing this to create more controversy. Every time I say when somebody's doing something to create controversy and I'm talking about it, I feel stupid because this means they're winning. They're doing it so people like me that have podcasts and content creators and have shows will talk about it. So I get that it's working. But regardless, you got to have some sort of etiquette, man. And you can't just be doing everything for clicks and likes and stuff. Like, this is crazy. And I think it's disrespectful to Angel Reese to have her share the cover with Kathleen. And I don't even care if Angel is okay with it. Knowing her, she's probably not okay with it. But even if she is okay with it or not, I think it's incredibly disrespectful. Angel and LSU won the championship. They did their job. They did their work. She earned the right to be the only female, the athlete of the year on that cover, and I don't think she should share it with the losing team. This is horrible. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you think that this is fair, if it's just clickbait, or if Angel should just be on the cover alone. Johnathon Majors' ex-girlfriend this time is back in the news, not Johnathon. Grace Jabbari wants us to donate to abuse victim charity. Let me read this to you. She put this in her Instagram today. For my birthday, if you want, a donation to SFFNY, a charity that helped me so much this year, would be the best gift you can give me. Why do we want to give you gifts, yo? Why, Jabbari? Give me a break. Thank you so much, SFFNY. Everybody else, thanks for everything. Anyways, it is just to make clear, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this charity or this shelter or whatever they are. That's a fund or a group that helps. It's called Sanctuary for Families. Leaving abuse behind. It's a New York sanctuary for families. Just want to make it clear, not saying anything is wrong with them, but the fact that she is using this to further portray herself as a domestic abuse victim is pretty horrible, because she also abused Johnathon too. You know what I mean? And if you read some of the blogs and the comments people are saying, it's like, this is really disrespectful that you're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much to this charity, and thank you for being there for me and thank you for doing this for me. But you were also abusive to Johnathon as well. We saw the videotape. You know what I mean? Like, we saw the surveillance footage. So you cannot claim to be a domestic abuse victim when you were equally as violating to another person. I just thought that was distasteful. If you guys want to donate, but don't donate in her name, please. Donate in your own name and support the charity. I'm sure they do great things, but I just think that it's really distasteful that she would be running after Johnathon in the streets, hitting him as well, Anyways, I don't want to get too much into it. If you guys want to know more about the case, I did talk about it and I think it's episode 138, I think it's 138. But anyways, yeah, so I just don't like that she did that. Rapper Dave East was pepper sprayed in Montreal. And I also have news that the crowd at the Dave East concert was also, the entire crowd was singled out and searched. So let me give you some backstory. Dave East was in Montreal performing. Dave East, rapper from New York, and he was at a show. I was actually invited to the show, but I didn't go. And I have video of it. I'll play some of it right here.
The boys is in this motherfucker. I don't want no problem, y'all. They just let a nigga get over here. I want to keep it cool. Je comprends. Tout le monde se fait.
A few moments later.
Hey, come. Watch out. Touching me. Police.
Yeah, you could see how like the cops were in the show. He was on stage saying, "Hey, I don't want any problems." Americans know that when you come up here to Canada, you got to go through so much crap at the border. Like, cops are coming in the show. I could tell already. He's like, "Man, I don't want no problems because I want to be able to come back up to Canada." And it just seems like what were the cops doing in there? In the first place? If anybody has more details, like I said, I've only talked to one guy in my DMs about this, but why were the cops there? And you can see in the video, if there's a little clip, there's somebody with their hands on the wall. Somebody that was at the party told me that every single person in the crowd was searched. And from what I know from my dealings with the law, you're not allowed to just randomly search a bunch of people. There has to be probable cause. You can't just walk up and be searching people. So what happened in there that made the cops feel like they had the right to search every single person in the party, pat down, hand against the wall? Yo, if I was there, I would have told them no. I would have told them, yo, I want to call my lawyer. No, hell no. You're not patting me down just like that for no reason without probable cause. Yo, that's ridiculous, man. I don't know what the police were doing in Montreal. Like I said, this is based off the information I know. If somebody has more information about it, let me know. But and the pepper spraying outside, like, people online still don't understand why Dave East was pepper sprayed. Like, what was he? You see him outside, you see him walking, you see him talking to the cops, and all of a sudden the cops just start spraying everybody. Like, I feel like there should be an investigation open into this. What were the cops doing there? Why were they searching the crowd like that? Every person in the crowd, and why did they pepper spray Dave East? Man, I want some answers. Donald Trump has been banned from the Colorado election ballot. The Supreme Court of Colorado has ruled that Donald Trump is not going to be allowed to be on the presidential candidate ballot. This is huge news. I know that you guys really don't like hearing that much about Donald Trump. I'll make it short. I really don't like covering him either. But, excuse me. But this is unprecedented. This is the first time ever that an ex-president has been voted to not be allowed on a presidential re-election ballot. Now, don't get too excited. I see everybody online like, oh my gosh, Like, this is just the Colorado Supreme Court. It's going to go up to the Supreme Court. They have the final say. Maybe I should tell you the reason why they're not letting him on the ballot is that it's the 14th Amendment. Hold on, the 14th Amendment. I do have some. In a stunning, unprecedented decision, the Colorado Supreme Court removed former President Donald Trump from the state's 2024 ballot, ruling that he isn't an eligible presidential candidate because of the 14th Amendment insurrection ban. I'll tell you here about the ban. The 14th Amendment ban says officials who take an oath to support the Constitution are banned from further office if they engage in insurrection. So this is where they're probably going to lose when it goes to the official Supreme Court. The ruling is vague. The wording is vague. It doesn't explicitly mention the presidency, and this rule has only been applied twice. So not only does it not specify the president, but we all know that Donald Trump has the Supreme Court stacked. He has a bunch of conservatives there. This is going to be dead in the waters. It's not going to come into effect. And there'll probably be other states that try to do this, but once the Supreme Court rules on it, it's going to be thrown out. So don't get too excited. But it's just nice to see that Colorado is making an attempt to keep him off, and it just shows that when you do stuff like that, there's repercussions, and it puts a little chink in his armor. But like I said earlier, he's the Teflon Don, man. You could come up with anything possible, and you're not going to stop Trump supporters from supporting Trump. So whatever, have your day or two to rejoice. They say by January the 4th, the Supreme Court will make the ruling, and we'll find out if it stands or not. All right, in sports news, my boy Morant is back. I'm so excited. Not only did he just make his return yesterday, but he came, let me read my boy's stats, 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists, man. Yo, he was looking like he didn't miss one game. I think he scored 9 points in the last minute and a half to the game. They were giving him the ball. He was making rebounds. Like, he was making assists. Like, he just looked great. They gave him the game-winning shot. He scored. I think he had it with 9 seconds left. Took every second off the clock. Didn't leave the Pelicans with even 0.5 seconds left to try to drop a play. It was beautiful. Listen, as you guys know, if you guys have been a real follower of this podcast, you know that I've kind of been on Ja's side a little. Yes, he did wrong, and yes, he broke the rules of the NBA, but we all know he didn't break any laws. He wasn't sent to jail. He didn't do anything. The first time I was more lenient on him than most people were. The second time, yes, I was pretty pissed off because I'm like, bro, you got a warning. You already got I think it was like 5 or 6 games. So, I was a little harsh on him the second time around too. The second time after being lenient on the first time. But I really didn't agree with a 25-game suspension when you're not breaking the law. But it's neither here nor there. Ja is back. He seems to have, not let that affect him. Memphis is having a terrible season. Can they bring it back with Ja? I mean, they won this game. Who knows? I don't think they're going to be in contention, but I'm just proud of my boy. I think he did a good job tonight. And for some of his haters out there, they need to swallow that pill because, Ja did a good job tonight. So Ja, I salute you. Keep it up. And no more guns, Ja. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. And then once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.